Oh boy, good morning. Hey, good morning and happy Sunday. Welcome to Swahili Sunday, and I am grateful to be here. I am just wanted to pop in and share a few things. Like I had said last Sunday when I did, if you didn't see last Swahili Sunday, I highly encourage you to go and watch it. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on the blog at basketsandbeadskenya.com. You can find out about how to set your words for 2021. And then also the Tea Time Tuesday that I did this past Tuesday, about how to set goals. Important things for 2021. I'm wearing my grace and gratitude beads that anchors my words for the year to remember to have grace and gratitude for people. So I just wanted to come on and share for a few minutes. Our Swahili Sunday series is intended to be interviews with our ladies in Kenya. But as the pandemic has kept things locked down for so long, sometimes I get Layla on. Maybe we'll get her on next week and see at some point when we can start getting the ladies on, so you can start meeting them and seeing who they are. There are a couple of videos on the Baskets and Beads Kenya blog where you can see Elbit and Akuleo, which are some of our older mamas. I did an interview with them, and it's funny because we're sitting in a row doing translations back and forth, and that's how it'll be live. But I'm wanting you to get to know them, to get to know how talented they are, how amazing they are. That's our intention going into 2021. Kenya seems to be opening up a little more. I'm more leaning towards going the end of February than not. I haven't made a final decision yet, but I am praying about that. But what I wanted to share about today was peace and calm in the midst of chaos. Now, two of my favorite words in Swahili are imani, which is faith, and amani, which is peace, and how to have amani in the midst of chaos. And I don't talk political stuff, but we know that there's been a lot of chaos going on in our country with what happened at the Capitol and people dying and all that craziness. And one of my veteran sisters asked a question if people were triggered by that. And while I'm saddened and concerned, I'm finding that the mindset that I have has gotten me to where not much triggers me. And every now and then, like I guess the last thing that really triggered me was the Vanessa Guillen situation, because of what happened to me in the military. And I did share a lot about that. You can also find that on YouTube. And do I have that in the blog? I think it's just on my YouTube channel, Baskets and Beads Kenya. But the meme that I shared today on Instagram and the Baskets and Beads page, and if you're not listening to me on the page and you haven't liked the page, please like the page. It'll help build more eyes on the page, the more people that like it. Baskets and Beads Kenya page. So I shared this quote: ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. And you can have all the ability and motivation in the world, but if you don't have the right attitude, not going to go very far. If you can be motivated and have the ability to drive towards success, but if you don't have the right attitude, one, you're never going to be satisfied with whatever success you achieve. A lot of people, one of the things that I always teach about is celebrating all successes. A lot of people don't celebrate their successes, and they simply go on to the next thing without taking the time to celebrate their accomplishment to achieving whatever thing. That's why when I was talking about goal setting on Tea Time Tuesday, the importance of having that end step, and I probably should have added in a little bit more about the end step. The end step in your goal is that thing that you visualize happening where you know you've completed the goal. And once you achieve that, then you need to do something to celebrate. Wow, I achieved this, instead of being like, okay, yeah, next. That doesn't really work. But anyway, how to remain calm in the middle of chaos. And we've seen a lot of chaos. We've continued to see a lot of chaos. The coronavirus, for one, has caused a lot of chaos, and things with the election and all that. I started to do a news fast. I did a fast for a while, and now it's a partial fast, because I believe you need to stay informed in what's going on, but you also need to, when you get the information, verify the facts, because there's always some narratives going around that aren't completely factual or are untrue. So you need to make sure for yourself that you verify the facts. The main thing that really bothers me about our culture, and it has for a long time, and I've talked about this for a long time, the main thing that bothers me is people's willingness to be okay with violence and to be okay with disparaging people verbally. A lot of times people are disparaging people behind the computer because there's this buffer between people, so they think that they're okay to disparage people. For instance, about 7.5 years ago, 8 years ago almost, I was dating a man that died in a skydiving accident. And and it was tragic. I mean, it was an accident. His chute didn't open. And the comments, there was a news story about it on YouTube, and the comments that people put were just vile, talking about, oh, well, that must have made a good sound when he hit, and that kind of thing. Just horrible troll-like things. And that's back to attitude. You can't have that kind of attitude and think that you're going to do okay in life and have those kind of thoughts. And maybe you have a thought like that, but to actually put that out there and stand behind something disparaging and vile, it's okay to disagree and to not agree and to stand up for yourself, but you don't need to do it in a way that's going to harm other people. And Ephesians 4:31 says, get rid of all bitterness and angry rage. Never shout harsh words, insults, cursing, or any other type of rude or hurtful talk. And gosh, so many people, you see videos of people just going off, and I know people are stressed out, but we've reached a level where people just are okay with shouting at people, throwing things, destroying property, no matter where it is. I mean, for the last year, we've had all kinds of incidents where property's been destroyed and people have been injured, hurt, or killed in different circumstances. And for people to be okay with that and jumping on board with being okay for somebody's livelihood to be destroyed. Oh, they deserved it. Or somebody who died. Oh, they deserved it. Oh, they got what they deserved. Where have we gone that we as people are okay with that? People know me. I've said it before. I'm a bit of a fireball. I can get charged up pretty quick. I mean, I'm a military veteran. I'm very direct, and I have a sign hanging right over here, and I've shown it on here before. This says "Be kind," because I have to remember to be kind and not be harsh to people. We're all going through something, and we need to take the time and have the grace to actually just come from our heart, come from a caring place. What can I do as an individual? How can I react in this moment as an individual? Okay, there's some things going on I don't agree with. There's some things going on that I didn't like. How can I stand up and have my voice be heard in a way that's not going to damage or disparage somebody else by tearing them down? Or the things that you always see are people going to find the bad thing that somebody did. Really? Who hasn't done something bad? Okay, there's that scripture that talks about he who's without sin, let them cast the first stone, when they were going to stone a woman to death. Like, okay, I've done plenty of things that I'm not proud of, plenty of things bad, but and things that I wouldn't want other people to know. So when you point out somebody else's faults, oh, they did this X amount of years ago. Yeah, what's their character today? Anyway, I just kind of got off on that. I just really am emphasizing grace has to do with kindness and how you treat other people. Treat humanity with love and respect, even if they don't deserve it. Even if they're nasty and back in your face, you don't want to answer evil with evil. You want to answer evil with good. If somebody's coming from an evil perspective, you have to answer it with good. That doesn't mean that you're going to lay back and say, okay, do whatever. No, you have to stand up for what you believe in or whatever, but do it in a way that doesn't bring shame or dishonor to you as a person or an individual, because everybody's got an individual thing going on. I just want to continue to say, well, I still have this on that's coming off on Wednesday, and I'm so ready to get this thing off. I'm finally able to actually kind of use my hand. I think the wrist is probably healed, but I can feel kind of the rest of my arm is in pain. Not pain like from injured, pain from being in this thing and that it needs to move. So I'm sort of able to type a little, but it's still very difficult. And driving is, I can drive, I can get in the car and drive, but it's a challenge to attempt to turn the wheel and to park and things like that. So I have been avoiding going to many places. And at first I couldn't get in and out of the car very well. Still, my knee is not right. My knee is still swollen. My knee, I can walk straight, but I can't go this way or that way. I can't do any of my yoga poses completely. So I usually do some stretching in the morning to stretch out my body. I do some yoga poses like tree pose and bow pulling pose. I don't know if you know what those are, but they're different ways. And I can't do that with my left leg. And so I'm a little concerned. It's been 4 weeks since the accident happened, December 12th. And December 12th, oh, hey, Nima, thank you. Good to see you on here. Yes, I am dedicated to my cause. I'm just so, I miss my ladies so much. I'm just so dedicated to help them, and hoping and praying 2020 brings more hope and brings more success for them. Doing a bunch of things in the background to make that happen. So thank you for that. But anyway, my knee, December 12th is when it happened, our second Saturday. And Saturday was a month. We had a second Saturday event that we do every month in the Parkview Village up by Fairtrade Long Beach. And I chose not to do it this month. I had help. My assistant was going to help me, but I just didn't think I should be standing for that long a period of time. And you can say, oh, well, you could just sit down and put your foot up. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't do sit very well, and especially not in that kind of environment. So I postponed, or I canceled doing that this month because I just wanted to take care of my knee. And it's still, like I said, it's still swollen. It's still not right. So I'm a little concerned about that. But I am so grateful for friends who have helped me during this time. I've said it, I don't know how many times, but I continue to say it. I had a friend come and take me yesterday. So unfortunately, I didn't get to go anywhere for Christmas. I didn't get to go see my son like I was planning on because he's up in Northern California. I couldn't have sat in the car that long, right, that soon after the accident, and driven anyway, because this is like a non-player. And so I shed a lot of tears over the holidays, and then from actually, I guess, Christmas on, I didn't see anybody. I had one friend come, but I mean, people came and helped me, and then I got to the point where I didn't need the help anymore. As far as I figured a way to jerry rig, as we say in the military, the cat can open. It's kind of funny. I stick a knife in there and kind of get the tab up, and I'm able to pull the tab. I'm not strong enough, or I'm not ambidextrous enough to pull it open. So I stick a spoon in there, and I get my elbow on it, and I push down on it, and it pops up. So that's my MacGyver way of opening the cat box. And I'm able to bend down and clean out, or the cat food. I'm able to clean out the cat box. I still need some help here and there, but not as often. So I didn't have anybody come around for a while, and I was sad. And it's okay to be sad. I was sad. And then I was like, okay, I need to see some humans. So yesterday a friend came and took me out and we went and had coffee. And today a friend's coming to take me to run some errands and to go get something to eat, because I'm just really not driving anywhere far. If I have to go to the store, I go to the store, but I don't have as much reaction with this. So I've been stuck in the house more than I normally would without this, and it's been tough. So to my friends who have helped me, and especially my friend yesterday, my friend today that's coming to get me out of this kind of box that I'm in and go breathe some air, I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful because I get to go do something and actually see a human. instead of on video. Like, I can't see any of you that are watching, but there's been some where I did an interview the other day where it was all on Zoom, and then I did another interview the other day. It was on StreamYard like this, and it's, yeah, you get to see people through the camera, but it's so much different. And I'm talking to my cats, and I'm turning into a crazy cat lady and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on and share a little bit, mainly about attitude and kindness and how you can react to things and stay calm. I limit my viewing of news stories and posts and things where people are being disparaging. I limit that significantly, and that has greatly helped in keeping my peace of mind, because you can get wound up. I have people that I listen to, and there's some concerning things happening, and I'm taking it all to prayer, and I'm monitoring how much negative stuff I put in, and I'm playing uplifting music. Like, I played something before I got on here today, one of my favorite songs, and I'm watching, if I want to watch a movie or something, I watch something with a happy ending or something silly or whatever, something positive. I watch my church online, and there's a couple other pastors that I listen to. So I'm doing my part in keeping there's something I learned when I was in Mary Kay many years ago. Your mindset is your greatest asset. You have to keep your mindset clear and in as much peace as possible, especially in times like this. So you can actually function, and you can focus, and you can have a response in a positive, powerful way. So I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. Join me for Tea Time Tuesday, where my guest John Clash will be on, and he's somebody I met through Toastmasters. I'm excited to hear his story. And then the following week, we have my friend Alex Van Name, who is teaching. He's starting a beginner sailing class. If you'd like to be on the Tea Time Tuesday show, go to basketsandbeadskenya.com and the events page, and you can find where to register and info about the show. Love to interview you. Love to have you on. Thanks, Nima, for your support. I love you too and appreciate you so much, and everybody else who's been a supporter of Baskets and Beads Kenya. Until next time, I will see you soon. Nakupenda.